According to Stanford Children's Health, 3.5 million student athletes receive sports-related injuries each year. We want to see what precautions the Morristown-Baird community is taking in light of this information. I'm here with Morristown-Baird coach Eric Shea. What do players do to prevent injuries in games?
We'll often go through, a good dynamic warm-up to try and limit, prevent injuries. Obviously, injuries are going to happen. When they do, obviously we just get them up to the trainers, get their treatment, whatever it may be, whether it's physical therapy, stim, or just ice. But there's certainly Dice K's got his hands full in there a lot of the time. So.
I'm here with Meg Damstrom from the Morristown-Baird varsity girls soccer team. Meg, tell us about your injury.
Last year on October 1st, I tore my ACL playing in a game.
And what precautions do you take to prevent injuries in the future?
Before every game, I go see Dice K for him to stretch me out, and then I stretch on my own when I get to the field, and I make sure to especially stretch my quad, and I also go to physical therapy to make sure my quad is strong enough.
And how is injury protocol different from when you were a student here?
It's a little different. There's more, especially with concussions, there's a lot more you need to go through to return to play. There's a whole protocol that Dice K brings our athletes through, and I believe it's a 3 or 4 day process it actually takes them to get cleared. In all honesty, when I played, if you had a concussion, if you had a doctor's note saying you were cleared, you were cleared. There wasn't as many steps to get back to returning to play. For other injuries like ankle sprains, whether it's a bone break, stuff like that, it's all very similar. A sprained ankle is still a sprained ankle. The treatment may differ slightly in terms of like physical therapy, but you're still going to ice it. You're still going to get your stim. So in that manner, I'd say it's very similar.
I'm here with Jimmy Zielinski, the quarterback for the Morristown-Baird varsity football team. Tell us about your injury.
I tore my right ACL last year, which required surgery, and I tore my left ACL about a month ago.
How do you think your injury has affected the morale of your team?
I think in the beginning it was tough, but we were able to bounce back pretty quickly. And then when our second-string quarterback, Declan, got hurt, I think it lowered it a little bit more.
I'm here with Coach Fell of the Morristown-Baird varsity football team. So how do you feel your team's injuries have affected the morale of the team?
I think the morale of the team has been good. Obviously, we've incurred some injuries throughout the season. I would say, last week is when it was at its peak. We had a number of players who were injured for that week. We were also missing a few other players due to CMW. But I think as some players have come back this week from injury, our morale is still strong. The boys have been working hard. Our spirits have been up, and we're looking forward to finishing out our season strong.
And what precautions do your players take to prevent further injury?
I would say that we have 3 precautionary measures that we try to, adhere to. One is preventative, which is getting ourselves in the weight room, being physically fit, strong, athletic, and in shape to prevent injury. In other words, when you get tired and you're not physically fit, the chances of injuries increase.
As you can see, Morristown-Baird is well prepared to face the possibility of injury, but in the end, sports injuries are inevitable. Our coaches and trainers are well prepared to prevent as many injuries as possible and keep our athletes safe. This has been Jenny Adelman reporting.